All right. Good afternoon, guys. So today we'll see static routing and default routing. Both will see practicals completely. Okay. So I'm going to take 5 routers. Okay. I'll connect it. Okay. And then this one I will take network 10.1. Okay. 12.0. Here I will take network. I'll simply say 172.16.23.0. Here 192.168.34.0. Here again I will take 22.22.45.0. Okay. Now you know why 45, why 34, right? Because of the router numbers. And IP will be based on the router number. The interface IP will be based on the router number. That is clear, right? Okay. Then I'm going to add one loopback. One loopback on each router. Okay. Here I'm going to say 1.1.1.1. Okay. Everything is CADR 24. Here I'm going to add 55.55.55.55. Okay. Here I will add loopback 98.98.97.97. Okay. Here I will take 111.111.111.111. Simply randomly I will take. Okay. So that you can understand it is a different broadcast. Okay. Here I will take 3.3.3.3. So everything is CADR 24. That means subnet mask will be 255.255.255.255.0. These are all loopbacks. And I'll place the network at the top. Okay. Here IP will be .1, .2, .3, .4, .5. Okay. Okay. Any doubt on topology? The network I've given. Any doubt on this? No. Now what we are going to do? First, we are going to assign IPs on each and every router. Okay. And then I'm going to assign the loopbacks. Okay. Then we'll do the routing. See, first, always go with the edge devices. You're not supposed to go with the between devices. Okay, never do that. Always go with edge devices. Either come from this side to this side or this side to this side. So I'll go from router 1 to router 2. First, I'll go with router 1. So no, enable, configure terminal. Okay. Host name I'll change to R1. Okay. Now, interface gig 0/0, IP address 10.1.12.1. Correct. How many of you done the practicals of basic assigning IPs? Everybody did. Everybody did. Very good. Okay. Now I have assigned the physical interface. Now I will assign the loopback interface. So interface loopback 1, I will say immediately change data to up. I'll say IP address 1.1.1.1 255.0. No shut is not required because By default, it will change the state to up. Now check the IP, do show IP interface brief. Here you can see gig 0/0, 10.1.12.1, and then 1.1.1.1 is there. And status is up. Okay. So here you can see the interface is down. Once this interface comes up, it will become green. See, now I'll go to router 2, enable configure terminal, hostname R2, interface gig 0/0, IP address is what? 10.1.12.2. Very good. 0. Now I'll give no shutdown. Immediately this 2 will become green. See, both the interface has become green. Now exit. Now say do ping 10.1.12.1. See, this is very important. Whenever you are doing the topology, try to ping the immediate device at that time itself. Don't configure all the 5 routers IP addresses, all the 5 loopbacks, and then don't go and ping. Okay? Because 100% you will get error. See, if you are doing the practicals for like multiple times, then you can go with that. Okay, I can easily assign the IP for all 5 routers and I will ping, it will ping. But when you are doing, you will miss the interface. You will miss the subnet mask. So if you are able to ping now and then, so that troubleshooting will become very easy. Okay, and your concept will also very easily, it will be understandable. So always go with this method. Once you configure 2 routers immediately ping it. Okay, they're directly connected. So now 100% it is pinging and the status is up. I've done with this side, correct? Now we'll go with this side. That is interface gig 0/1. IP address is 172.16.23.2 because router number 2, 0. No shutdown. Okay. Now I have to configure the loop back here. What is the loop back? 55.55.55.55. See, done. Now see, I'll say I was able to ping this interface, correct, which is directly connected. Now see, do ping 1.1.1.1. It will not ping. Why? Because it is a no. It is a different broadcast domain. It is a different network completely. For this network to ping, you need routing. Though it is directly connected, but that is a different broadcast domain completely. So you need routing for this 1.1.1.0 network. Okay. So now we have configured this IP, correct? This side IP is also configured. This side 0/0, 0/1 is configured. Loopback is also configured. Now we'll go to router 3. Come to router 3. R3. Okay. Is it visible clearly for you guys? Till there. Interface gig 0/0. What is the IP address? 172.16.23.3. Very good. 255.255.255.0. I'll give no shutdown. Immediately interface will come up. Okay. Now say do ping. What is the immediate interface? 172.116.23.2. 100%. Now this side is also fine. Now go and configure the other side. 0/1. What is the IP? 192.168.34.3. Very good. And no shutdown. We have loopback, interface loopback 1. IP address 98.98.97.97. Correct. Do show IP interface brief. Everything is up. 23.3.3. Okay. This show commands are very important, guys. Okay. Whenever you do any practical, always use the show commands. Here only you will learn what is happening. Whenever you assign IP, there is, though you do it correctly, it's nothing wrong going and checking in. Say show IP interface brief. It will become a habit so that whenever you, sometimes you will make a mistake. At that time, you can easily do it. Okay, make a habit from now itself. Okay. Now router 3 is done. We'll go to router 4. R4 interface gig 0/0 IP address 168.34.4. Good. I'll give no shutdown. Interface come up to ping 192.168.34.3. Pinging. Perfect. Now go to gig 0/1 IP address 22.22.45.4. No shutdown. Done. Then we have the interface loopback 1 IP address 111.111.111. Done. One up 4. Okay. Now we have router 5. Hostname R5. Interface gig 0/0 IP address 22.22.45.5. 22.22.45.5. No shutdown. Interface came up and do ping the immediate interface 22.22.45.4. Pinging. Now we have add the loop back. Added 3.3.3.3. Done. So we have configured all the loopbacks and all the IP addresses on the right interface, and we have pinged from each and every device, and the ping is working. So directly connected, we don't have any issues. Everything is fine. But when I try to ping from R1, I'll say ping. I'll ping this interface. First, I'll ping this interface 10.1.12.1. I'll be able to ping. Now I'll try to ping the other interface 172.16.23.2. Is it pinging? No, because that is a different interface. That means it is a different broadcast domain, a different network. So to communicate from one network to other network, you need routing. Okay. So routing is a process where you try to reach the connectivity from one network to other network through a networking device called router. Okay. So now we are going to learn static routing. See, 3 ways are there in your static routing. Okay. Next, first one is next hop. Okay. We are going to give the next hop. And next one is exit interface. And third one is we are going to define both. Okay. So you have multiple things like floating static routing and all that you will learn in your CCNP. So here I will show you what is next hop, what is exit interface, and what is both. Okay. So what is next hop means I'm going to give the immediate interface. Okay. See, for example, if this router, there is router 1. If he has to reach router 5, okay, how you will go? Via router 2. Correct? Router 2, router 3, router 4, he will go. So the immediate interface is what? This interface. This is his next hop. Okay, this is the next hop. That is router 2's of gig 0/0 will be the next hop of router 1 to reach router 5. Correct? If he has to reach router 4, again, this is the same. This way only he will go. If he wants to reach router 3, again 0/0. Likewise, if router 5 has to reach router 1, how he will come? Via this way. This is the immediate interface. So this is the next stop. Okay. So one problem we have if we give the next stop, what is the problem means? We say recursive lookup. That means, so when I give the next stop, the other router will search for which interface is it coming from. Okay, it will keep on looking for the interface. So that is the little bit of overload. That's why we don't prefer next stop. Okay, other one is exit interface. What is the exit interface means? See, if this router has to reach router 5, anyway, he has to go via this gig 0/0. And if router 5 has to go via, he has to reach router 1, then this interface is the exit interface. So exit interface means that particular router's interface where the data is going to come out is called the exit interface. If we give the exit interface, if the proxy ARP is turned off, the connectivity will not work. That is the problem in your exit interface. Okay, because if this interface I'm going, if the proxy ARP is turned off here, then how it is going to forward the packet? Because the other, if it's other network, then this router is going to do the proxy ARP, correct? So that's why the proxy ARP thing will not work in your exit interface. So in real time, they will define both. They will give the exit interface plus next stop. So it will exactly know I'm going to use this path and this way. This interface I'm going to use and this next stop I'm going to use. So directly he will go. Okay. So that is the advantage we have in both. Okay. Now I'll show you next stop in completely. And one small router I will take, I will show you exit interface and how to do both. Okay. So for both the Cisco packet tracer will not work. The command is only simple thing. I'll show you the command. If you have GNS3 or EVNG, you can perform it. Okay. Simple command. So now we'll see the next stop thing. So I'll go to router 1. So what is the command means? First I'm going to say IP route. First I'm going to say the network which I want to route. Okay, which network I have to reach. That is first thing. Second thing, I'm going to give the subnet mask of that network. Okay, so I want to route to this network. So I'm saying IP route and I'm going to give the network. I'm going to give the subnet mask. After that, go via next stop this IP address. So this is the command. I will say first IP route. Okay. And I'm going to give the network. What is the network? Next network we have 172.16.23.0. So what is the subnet mask I've given? .0. So what is the next stop? So it will go via this way only. So what is the IP address of this hop? 10.1.12.2. So 10.1.12.2. I've given the network. See, now go to R1. Now we are in R1. Say do ping 172.16.23.2. It will ping. Did it ping initially? No. So this is the command for your static routing. But one problem we have, that means we have to give each and every network that are in the topology. See now, this network I've given. Next network is R3 network I will give. IP route 192.168.34.0. And what is the next stop? 12.2. Because this way only he has to reach here also. There is no other way. So I'm giving this as the next stop for every network. Okay. And then what we have? 22.22. IP route 22.22.45.0. What is the next stop? 10.1.12.2. Done. Any doubt on this? So now I've given all the physical interface. Now I will give loopbacks because loopback is also different broadcast domain. So I'll say IP route 55.55.55.0. The network you have to give and then give the subnet mask 10.1.12.2. Okay. And then what you have? 98.98.97.97. See, it is saying 98.97 is not subnet mask. Something mistake we have done here. That means do show IP interface brief. Here loopback is added. Why it is not taking? Okay. See what mistake I've done? It should be 0. I've given the IP. Okay. So like this, you will get sometimes problems. So this is how you should troubleshoot. If that network is there, then go to that router, check the IP. If IP is given correct, come to your command itself, check whether if you have given anything wrong, and then you will be able to do the troubleshooting. Okay. This way you do the troubleshoot. Okay. So I've given for this 55, 98 I've given. Now I'll give for 111.
Sir, that exit interface can you say once? For everything it is same only. So
Exit interface practical I will show you next. Wait, I will first finish the
and in this itself that 10.1.12.2 no you selected.
yes.
That
See,
is like how we selected that.
that is the next stop. This is not exit interface. Now I'm first showing the next stop. Next
Next
stop means
to
this is the next stop. So that's why I'm using 10.1.12.2.
2.
Exit interface means that I will use this own router's exit interface. I will show you next.
Oh, that is exit.
Yes. 0 and 10.1.12.2. Okay. Now 3.3.3 is there. 3.3.3.0. 10.1.12. What? 2.
Dot 2.
So how many commands I've given? In R1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 routes I've given in your router 1. Now go check the routing table. Say do show IP route is the command to check the routing table. Okay. Here you can see yes. Yes means what? Static. Yes means static. Here you can see. Okay. So what are the command networks I've given? 22 network, and you have 55 network, 98 network, 111, 172.23. Okay, and then you have 34. Correct. What is this 1 year? AD value. And they are all connected via 10.1.12.2. 10.1.12.2. These 1.0 and then this 10.1.12.0 is local. That means what? Directly connected. That's why you see L. See, it is connected. L means locally connected. Okay. Like this, you can check your routing table. Now, R1 is done.
One doubt.
Yes.
If on router is placed left side of that R1, okay,
Okay.
router one, then what will be the next hop
That I will come.
IP
Wait.
address?
See, one by one, I will come. You have to wait, right? Still, router 2 is there.
Okay,
So,
okay,
router 2 has left side and right side both, right?
okay, okay, okay. Yes,
Yeah. One by one only you can configure.
yes, yes.
Yes. So, now I'll do the router 5. Okay. See, I can go with immediately. But see, if there are 30 people in the class, 25 will understand easily. Okay. But my job is to make the understand of the other 5. Okay. That is important. Not the 25. Because the 25 will easily understand if I explain for the first time itself. I can go fast also. So that's the reason we always go with the slow flow, especially CCNA. Okay. Now we'll do the R5. So for R5, what are they directly connected? This 22 network is directly connected and 3.3.0 is directly connected. So other than this two network, I have to configure all the other networks. So IP route, I will say 192.168.34.0. Correct. What is the next stop for R5 to reach this network? 4. Very good. That is R4's gig 0/1 interface. That IP. So I'll say 22.22.45.4. Done. And then we have 172.16.24. 23.0. You can use the up arrow keys, okay? So that you can go to the previous commands. And then we have 10.1.12.0, correct? And then we have 1.1.1.0, that is loopback of R1, correct? 55.55.55.0, 98.98.97.0. And then you have 111.111.111.0. Everything I've given. So now R1 is over, R5 is over. Now we'll go to R3, I will go. Okay. So first R3, I will try to solve the left side. That means they with us. Now watch it. So here you have this side. Okay, now I
Yes,
have to,
yes,
if I have to reach R1, I will go via this way. I'm not going to use this way, correct? So
yes.
if I have to use this 10.1.12.0, then the next stop is what? This interface. R2's gig 0/1. That is 172.16.23.2.
23.2.
Correct. 10.1.12.0.
Dot, 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 0.
Yeah, now you can mute yourself. Thank you.
Yes,
Correct. Correct.
yes,
This
yes,
interface
yes.
I've given. Now I will give the loop back. 1.1.1.0. Okay. Now I'll give 55.55.55.0. Okay. I don't have to give this 172.16.23.0 because it is directly connected. Okay, I'm not going to give that because already we tried to ping this one and it was pinging, correct? While I'm giving the IP itself. So you don't have to give this network. Only three networks. This network, loopback of R1 and loopback of R2. Though they are directly connected, it will not ping this 55 until routing is given. Okay. Now this side is done. Now I have to ping the other sides, correct? That is 1.1.1.111.111.111.0. And then here 3.3.3.0. And then 222.22.45.0. So three networks have to advertise. Correct. How I will go? This way I will go. Correct. So what is the immediate interface? This interface. That is R4's gig 0/0. What is the IP of that? 192.168.34.4. Very good. So I'll say IP route 111.111.111.0. Okay. And what is the immediate interface? 192.168.34.4. Okay. Any doubt on this? No. Now I will give the other loopback. That is 3.3.3.0. Correct. And then we have one physical interface we have to give. Physical network 22.2.45.0. Okay. So every side I've given this side and this side also. Any network pending? No. So now I have to give R2 and R4. For R2, this 10.0 is directly connected. This 172 is directly connected. And this 55 is also local. So what is the network I have to give? From this side, only this loopback. So to reach the loopback, R2 will use 10.1.12.1. That is the next stop to reach 1.1.1. So first I'll give that. Two five five dot 255.255.255.0. And then what is the next stop? 10.1.12.1. Then is there any other network on the left side? No. Now I'm going to the right side. That is here I don't have to give this 23.0, but I have to give 34, 45, 98, 111, and 3. And how we will reach this 5 network or any other network? Through R3's gig 0/0. This is the immediate interface. That is next stop. So IP route 98.98.97.0. Okay. And what is the immediate interface? One 72.16.3. Very good. This is done. What is the other loopback? 111.111.111.0. Done. And then you have done. And then we have physical interfaces. That is 192.168.34.0. And then we have 22.22.45.0. So everything is done on R2. Now go to R4. So R4 to reach R3, that is this side. This is directly connected. Only one network I have to give. 3.3.3.0 and immediate interface is 22.22.45.5. First I'll give that. Okay. And then 22.22.45.5. That I have given. Now I have to give all the other side. So immediate interface is router 3 is gig 0/1. That is 34.3. So I'll say IP route. First I will give 10.1.12.0. Okay. What is the immediate interface? 192.168.34.3. I don't have to give this because this is directly connected. Okay. I have 172.16.30. Sorry, 23.0. That I've given. So all the physical interface IPs are done. Now we'll go to loopbacks. 1.1.1.0. 55.55.55.0. Okay. And then we have 98.98.97.0. So I've given every networks on each and every routers. So we had 5 routers, except the directly connected and locally connected IP. I've given everything. So now try to ping. Now from R1 I'll try to ping. I'll say ping first. I'll ping this loopbacks first. Okay. Or I'll ping the physical interfaces. 172.16.23.2. It is pinging. And then we have 172.16.23.3. That is this interface. Pinging. Now I'll ping R4, that side, 68.34.3. Pinging. 4. Pinging. Now I'll ping 22.22.45.4. Pinging. 5 dot. .45.5. It is pinging. Now I'll ping the loopbacks. What are the loopbacks we have? 55.55.55.55. And then we have 98.98.97.97. Pinging. Ping. And then so from my source to destination, every other IPs are pinging. Correct? So that means end-to-end connectivity is there. Even if I try to ping from here to here, it will ping. So I'll simply ping these two interfaces only. I'll say do ping .1.1.1. It is pinging. I'll ping 10.1.12.1. So I'll try to ping this interface and this. So end-to-end connectivity is there. Likewise, if you go to R3 and ping a random IP, I'll say 3.3.3.3. It'll ping. So everywhere, every connectivity is there. So what we have done, we manually configure. In your static routing notes I've given. Correct? So what is static routing means? Manually we are going to configure each and every destination. That is your static routing. Okay. So what you can do is simply write down You don't have to write completely. I'll go to R3 bit. You can simply write down only these two commands. One side is this side, other side is this side. Write it down. IP route for static routing command. IP route.
Sir,
Hmm.
sir, I have one doubt.
What?
Here, I
Uh-huh.
have one doubt. I am saying.
Yeah, please.
Yes, here when we configure route to that loopback interface now,
Correct.
we are saying you are saying like 1.1.1.0 and 1.1.1.1 last dot zero you are saying no.
Yes, yes.
But actually in that diagram we are written dot different dot one dot.
That is
Uh,
IP. This is network. In
what
diagram, I've given the IP, but here the
uh,
command is network. Did you attend subnetting class or not?
network? Yes, yes.
What is CIDR 24? From where it will start?
255 dot 255
No,
dot
no, no. IPs will start from zero, right?
00.
Zero.
Yes.
So that's why I'm giving the network. See, wait, I'll
Oh,
give you a command. Write it down like this. So write down like this. IP route, first network,
mm,
and then subnet mask. Okay. And then next stop. So command will be IP route 1.1.1.0, 255.255.255.0. Next stop will be 10.1.12. Oh no. 10.1.12.1. This is for R2.
R2.
Correct.
Oh, there it is not IP address.
No, that's what I said. Network, right?
Network. Network. So for everything, that last octet will be zero, right?
Mm-hmm.
For
See,
every
if I change the subnet mask from CIDR 24 to 28, then you have to do subnetting and accordingly you have to give.
oh,
Since it
like
is
that.
CIDR 24, everything is zero.
Hmm. Okay.
If it's 28, then it will be on the 16.
16 there.
0, 16, 32, like that it will be. According to the CADR, the value will change.
Okay. Okay.
Then you
Okay.
have to completely do the subnetting, find the network part, a broadcast part, and give the
Hmm.
network part as the network ID.
One.
Correct. If I give those kind of practicals, you will get confused. We are not even giving that for CCNP also. Everywhere we go with 24 only.
Yes. Yes. Correct.
But in your real time, it will not be like 24 all the time.
Okay.
That is the reason subnetting is very important. When you go to outside world, there it will not be CADR 8, 16, 24 all the time. They will change it. That time when you see the network ID, you should not get confused as why it is not 0, why it is some random IP. If the IP is 192.168 dot, say for example 10.18, CADR 24, then network ID is 192.168.10.16, not 0 for CADR 28 because 0, 16 and then 32. 18 lies between 32 and 16 and 31. So 16 will become network ID and 31 will become broadcast ID. So in how you will give the route? IP route 192.168.10.16 space 255.255.255.240 and then you give the next stop. Understood? Confused, huh? Wait, I'll show you. So that now that I understood, nobody is doing subnetting. 192.168.10.17 is 18 is there. CADR 24. Okay, in this what it will be? 10 dot. So changes occurs only on fourth octet. because subnet mask is like this. Okay, so completely zero it is. It will start from 0, 1, correct. It will go till. So this is what? Network ID. This is broadcast ID. This is clear. Everybody will do this. Now let's see the same IP, CADR 28. So 240. Okay. So 4 bits will belong to network part and 4 bits will belong to broadcast part. 28 means what? 25, 26, 27, 28, 4. Now 192.168 dot. So we have to do the multiplication. First I have to find the block size. So block size is 16. Block size is 16, correct. So 16 I have to divide it by this 18. So 16 divided by 18, then 1 times 16, remainder I will get 2. So 18 minus 2 is 16. So 16 is the network ID. 10.16 will become network ID. Block size is what? 16. So we have 16 IPs in the one network. We already have one IP, that is network IP. So I'm going to add 15. If I add 15, then it will become 31. So 31 will become broadcast ID. Okay. So in your earliest problem, so you will give IP route 192.168.10.0, 255.255.255.0. Then you will give the next hop. This will be the command for static routing. If it's CADR 24. Now, if it's CADR 28, then for this IP, for the 18 IP, you will give 192.168.10.16. Before that, I will say IP route. And then what is the subnet mask? 240. And then you give the next hop. Okay. So likewise, according to the network, I mean subnet mask value, the network ID will change. Your subnet mask also will change. And you have to give the routing. See, concept is same. Everywhere it is network, subnet mask, and next hop only. But what you have to do, you have to calculate the value of the subnet mask and then you have to do it. Okay. To be honest, you don't need pen and paper. You can easily do. If they are saying 176, okay, then 176 is directly divisible. Correct. Then 176 will directly become network ID. Say for example, 192.168.10.178 is there. CADR 28. Take it same CADR 28. So 178. Block size is 16. Divide 178 by 16. 11 times 176. Correct. Remainder 2. So if you minus by 178, you will get 176 as the network ID. So for 177, you have to give 176 as the network ID. Understood? Likewise, you have to calculate the values and give the routing. But end of the day, concept is same. IP route, network part, subnet mask, and then next hop. Okay. Now, I will remove all these things. I will remove all the routing which I gave in R5. So I'll simply copy. Oh shit. Copy doesn't work. Copy here. Okay. Go to Notepad. Paste it. Okay. I'm just going to say no. How I'll remove it? Just say no. Okay. Now copy. copy everything and go to your command prompt, configure terminal, paste, and say enter. So I've removed every command, every static routing on the R5. Okay, now I'll try to ping. I will not be able to ping because routing is not there. Okay. So here, instead of giving the now again, I'll give the routing. See, this notepad method is the recommended way to do the routing. I mean comments. But I suggest you don't go with notepad for the first time. As of CCNA level, try to do all the commands in your packet tracer, that is your in your command prompt itself. See, if I have to remove it, I can directly say, here I can say no IP route. I can type like this and completely do. But what I did, I just copied it and pasted it in the notepad. I've done the alternation, I've done it. But first time while you're doing, do it in the CLI only. Completely give the command. Don't use up arrow keys also. So that the commands will get into your head. Okay. And then later when you while you go to CCNP, you can use this notepad. So instead of giving next stop, I'm going to use the exit interface. So first IP route, network ID, and then we have subnet mask, exit interface. So if R5 has to reach any way other than this, I mean R1, R2, R3, or R4, which interface he will leave? Gig 0/0. So exit interface should always be the exit interface of that particular router, not the other router. Don't get confused. That particular router. So gig 0/0, this interface. Here I'm saying, for example, I'll say IP route 1.1.1.0, 255.255.255.0. I'll say interface gig 0/0. Wait. Say interface. Ethernet first, Ethernet. Okay, just say gig 0/0. Okay. So default route without gateway, if not a point-to-point interface, may impact performance. That means we are not giving interface simply. It will work, but always in both the exit interface and the next stop is given. So how the command will be like this: 22.22.45.4. Likewise, first we will give the interface. Okay, and then we will give the next stop also. If I give enter, it will say invalid input. But this same command, it will work in your GNS and EVNG. It is not supporting in your packet tracer. Okay, this is defining both. Now what I'll do, for one I've already given, right? So I'll remove this. I'll say gig 0/0, G 0/0. So control V, copy, go to your router, paste, enter. Okay, now try to ping. Ping 1.1.1.1. Pinging. So ping 55.55.55.55. Pinging 100%. So this is your exit interface. Okay. So come to your R4 now. Okay. I will simply remove two networks. I'll say IP, no IP route 3.3.3.0, 255.255.255.0. And what have command I've given? 22.45.5. because R5. This one I'm removing, and R5 I've given as the next hop. So I'll simply remove it. Okay. Now if I try to ping, it will not ping. Is it pinging? No. It will not ping because I've removed the routing. Now I'm going to give the routing again. I'll say IP route. What is the network? 3.3.3.0. 255.255.255.0. I'm going to give the exit interface. Through which interface he will leave so that he can reach 3 dot network? 0/1 only. So this will be the exit interface for reaching 3.0. So simply say gig 0/1. Okay. Now try to ping. Now it will ping. If I remove 98 network, then I have to give exit interface as gig 0/0. Okay, here we have given the next hop IPs. Here I'm giving the exit interface of that particular router. So that is the difference. Okay, any doubt on this? If you have any doubt, feel free to ask. Everything is clear. Can I ask questions? What, Dinesh? Understood? Which part is difficult? Tell me. Total part is difficult.
No, sir. I don't know about the loopback addresses.
See, loopback, why I'm giving loopback is to check the connectivity. That's it. I'm going to create multiple policies in future. I will check with the loopback address rather than physical interface. Loopback is given for the connectivity purpose, and it is a logical interface, and that interface will never go down. Your physical interface can go down for multiple reasons. A physical failure, technical failure, overload of power, overload of data. Okay, it can go, someone can plug out. Okay, but the loopback interface will never go down until you make it down.
Like that 127.0.
That like, yeah, like that. Okay, that is a loopback interface on your physical IP. In routers, they will have different IPs. Okay, all right. So this is your static routing. Now come to PPT.
Loopback?
Yeah. Interface loopback 1 shutdown. Now I'll ping. Oh, see, I've given the wrong command. Correct. 1.1.1.1. Sorry, 1.1.1. I've given. I did not give 1. So it is trying to translate this one. It's a wrong command. Correct. But it is trying to do it. So to avoid this, either you can give this fast forward button so that it'll go. Otherwise, you can say no IP domain look up. P domain look up. If you give no IP domain lookup, okay. Now I will say see, it is not translating. I've given the wrong command, but it will not translate. That is no IP domain lookup. Okay. Now I'll try to ping 1.1.1.1. What do you see? Instead of failed, you can see U. That means what? Destination host unreachable. Routing is there. Connectivity is there. But destination host is unreachable because it is shut down. Now go to this router and say do show IP interface brief. Down. State is not up. So what I'll do? Now go and ping. It will ping. Okay. Until unless you make it down, it will not go down. Okay. So this is the topology you're going to do. This is the topology you're going to do for the first time. First, what you're going to do? Take 5 routers. Before that, first. take 5 routers. Okay, one by one, you first configure the IPs and try to ping immediately. Don't leave until you do all the IPs. Okay, that is not the recommended method. Okay, let it come up. Yesterday we have seen all these things, correct? Where you can see loopback interface. Logical interface will never go down, treated as separate broadcast domain, and it is not tied to physical interface. Now we'll see static routing. What is static routing? Static routing is a process in which we have to manually add routes in routing table. So manually we are going to add. And AD values, what is the advantage of a static routing? Means no routing overload for CPU, which means cheaper router can perform using this routing. That means, see, whatever the network is there, I'm going to simply give that network and it is going to work. There is no hello packets, there is no neighborship, okay, there is no any other dynamic routing protocol happening here. So it will not go through multiple process backend. Simply you give the network, it will work. Okay, so that's why it is less overhead. That is one advantage. And other advantage is more security. So complete control is in my hand. Correct? If I remove a network, you can't ping. If I add a network, you can ping that network. So complete command is in the network admins. So he will exactly know which network I should give and which network should I not give. The network he is not going to advertise will never ping. So that is adds more security. Okay. And third one is low bandwidth because no parameters are going, no neighborship is forming, no hello packets. So that's why it is less in bandwidth. Simply it will perform whatever you're saying. Okay. What is the disadvantage? So for a larger network, it is a hectic task for administrator to manually add each route for network in the routing table of the each router. That means if I add one more router, okay, see this point I'll show in practicals, then you'll understand how difficult it is. I will add one more router. I will say IP. I'll say simply 11.11.56.0. Okay. And one loopback I will add like this 2.2.2.2. Okay. Now quickly I'll configure these things. Why they say it is a hectic task? Okay. So I've added the IP and loopback now. Okay. Here also I have to add gig 0/1. I'll ping the direct interface. It's a down ping, looping. Okay. It's working now. Connectivity is there. So he can ping directly connected interface. Will he be able to ping here? Or this interface can ping here? So I have to give routing for each and everything. Okay. That means in here, every network I have to give. So what I'll do simply, I'll go to I'll keep all these things or go to R5. This is the command I've given in R5, correct? Copy. You don't do these things. You try to give completely so that it will become clear for you. Okay. Remove. See, your static default is little bit, you feel like, okay, too much commands. But dynamic routing protocols are very easy. Only one command and every network will come. I will show you tomorrow. Only one command you will give and you will be able to give complete network you can give. Okay. So what is the next stop? 11.11.56.5. Correct for R5. I'll simply add these things. Copy. Paste. 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 Okay. I've given all this. Next stop is fine. So what are the networks? Check it. So 1.1.0 is there. 10.12.0 is there. 73 is there. And then 55 is there. 98 is there. 111 is there. So missing are what? 192 is not there, right? This 192 is not there. So copy, paste 192.168.34.0. Okay. And this 22 is there? No. 22.22.45.0. And then 3 is there? No. 3 is there? No. So again, I have to give for 3. 3.3.3.0. Correct. Now for everything is there. How many networks count it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Completely there. Copy it. Go to R6. Paste. Enter. So now I have given routes for every other router. Okay. I have added one device and see how many I'm giving. Now, will I be able to ping here? Can I ping here or not? Huh? Yes or no? Yes. No. Why?
On that also.
Correct. Other side also you have to add. So that's why we say it is a hectic task for the network administrator to do this static routing. Now here also I have to give, right? So here I have to give 2 routers. That means IP route. So what network I've added? 56.0. Correct. And then IP route 2.2.2.0. Okay. Now what is the next stop for R1? 10.1.12.1. Sorry, 12.2. Correct. 10.1.12.2. Copy. Go to this router. Paste. Enter. Okay. For R2, what is the next stop? 23.3. So 172.16.23.3. Copy. Paste it here. Select copy. Go to R2. Paste. Enter. Done in R2. For R3, what is the 192.168.34.4? 192.168.34.4. Copy. Paste. Copy completely. Go to R3. Paste, enter. Done. Now for R4, 22.22.45.5. 5 is the IP. Correct? Copy, paste. Copy completely. Go to your R4. Paste, enter. Done. For R5, you don't have to give this. I think R5 we already advertised. Correct? No, we did not. But only one network I have to give, that is 2.0, because this is directly connected. So I'll say IP route 2.2.2.0, 255.255.255.0. Next stop is 11.11.56.6. Then now try to ping from this end to that end. Will be able to ping. So only one router I added. See how many commands I have to give. Correct. That too, we have a notepad, so it is easily we are doing all these things. Imagine if we don't have this notepad problem also. So every time you have to watch it, and the IPs is not going to be easy like this. It will be like random IPs, 172.1.199.199. So you have to find the network ID, broadcast ID, and then you have to give. So that's why we say it is a hectic task for a network admin to use it. Okay. Now come to this PPT. So he has to manually add each route for the network in the routing table on the each router, not that particular router. Okay. So the administrator should have good knowledge of the topology also. If a new administrator comes, for example, if I'm handling an organization and I'm leaving, the new person comes. So he will have no idea what's happening in the network. He'll be like clueless. Okay. Then he has to learn all the topology and then only he will be able to assign all the IPs. So that's why we are not using this static routing. Where we are using? Mostly on the server sides they are using sometimes. Server sides too. For example, if I want only from this router, I have to get the packet, then they are using static routing on the server sides, but not on the enterprise level. You don't see those things. But you have to learn static routing. Any doubt on your static routing? See, if you do the practicals for 2, 3 times, then it will become very clear. Practical is very important. That's why I keep saying this. Okay. Online guys, what about you? Understood net? What you say? This static routing. Please respond. There are 6 people. I think all are sleeping. Almost, sir. Mhm.
Sir, I have mic problem. That is why every time I have to connect.
Okay.
That is why I'm not.
All right. No worries. Devidas is awake. Mohammed Parviz is awake. Nibble, Abhishek, Hemant. Yes. See, simply for the sake, if you attend the class, there is no use. Okay. Online guys, especially. And also offline. Physically present, mentally absent doesn't make sense at all. You know, when you will get caught, interview. At that time, you will come to know. Did he actually listen to the class? Did he actually prepare well or not? This is not a school or college, correct? We are not looking your notes. We're not going to ask you. But still, from our side, we'll give all the inputs. But it's up to you. You have to put the efforts. Okay. All right. This is your task for weekend. Okay. So you're going to do this. All the things you have in your recording. You can simply see that if you have any doubt, you can go to the recording and you can do it. I'm going to give you another task. Okay. To make it more clear. That practical also you can do. Okay. I'll simply give the topology and you can perform it. Okay. Five is enough. Here I will change all the IPs. It will not be easy. So random IPs I will give. Okay. So here network I will give. Wait. Your network I will say 145.156.23.223.0. 59.111.99.99.0. 77.177.89.0. Okay. 222.222.49.0. No, not 222. I'll change. 17.70. One loopbacks I will give on each router. Your loopback is 66.66.33.33. Here 33.33.66.66. 46.46. I've given 46. No. 46.46.98.98. Here I'll give 98.98.46.46. Why not? Here I'll give easy. 1.1.1. Okay. So you don't have to note down. Instead, I will online guys, those who are connected in laptop, simply take a screenshot of this screen of your screen and post it on the WhatsApp group now itself. So nothing I've changed. Okay. Same thing. If you can do the first diagram perfectly, second diagram is very easy. And if you are able to do the second diagram completely, then you don't have to do static routing anymore. The concept will become very clear. So first go through the recording once. Hardly 1 hour video. I know you will keep in 1.5 speed. Correct? So it will become 45 minutes already. Okay. So 45 minutes you're going to watch it. Please don't watch it. Keep in one only. Okay. So watch it for 1 hour 30 minutes. Then do the practical of the first diagram. If you're able to do the first diagram completely, then go to the second diagram. Take only 2 routers. Don't take 5 routers. First, like connect it. First do the 2 routers. Ping it immediately. Ping next likewise. And one router, you write it down in your note copy or take a notepad, you write down everything. Okay. Better you take a note. Write it in your pen. What are the networks you have to do it? And then see the note copy and type it on the router. Likewise, 5 routers you are going to give. Okay. Did anyone send the post in your WhatsApp group? Sent? Online, guys. One of you take a screenshot and send it. Yeah, someone send it, I guess. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, one is enough. Not for everybody. It is clear. Yeah. So 3 messages, 3 photos are there. So you can see that and you can draw the topology in your note copy and you can do it. Okay. If you have any doubt, come to me on Monday and we'll solve it. Okay. You should not get any doubt because the concept, if you understand it, you will not get any doubt. Take only 2 routers, then 3 routers, then 4th router. Don't go like me. Okay. At a time, every router, you don't do it. Each by router, you do it, then you will be able to do it. Okay. All right. See, the second one, I've made it more difficult because if you're able to do this, you don't have to do static routing anymore. Because every batch, my CCNA, I'm giving this kind of topologies. 2 topology I'll give. One topology which I'm doing, the other topology for homework I'm giving. Okay, this homework topology makes a lot of sense that you understand the concept or not. Carefully do it. Okay. I'll delete this. Okay. Now I will show you default routing. Default routing is very easy. Okay. What I'll do? These are the commands I've given, right? Copy, go to Notepad, paste. This is very interesting actually. When you ping, when you give a route, and then if you ping, if you do the practicals, it is very interesting. This is the reason I said first try to get complete command over packet tracer and then go to physical devices. Okay. So I'll remove all this. No. Copy. Go to R6. Paste. Enter. I've removed every commands. Okay. So your default routing is very easy. One command and all the network will come. Because what is the command? Manually configuring the static route for all destination. Correct. So I'm going to say IP route. Okay. 0.0.0.0. That means any network. Before that, I'll try to ping anything. I'll say 55.55.55. I'll try to ping this 55.55.55. Am I able to ping? No. Any network I will not be able to ping. So I'm going to give the default route. So the task I've given, right? So take every subnet mask value as 24 only. Don't change. IP route 0.0.0.0. That means take any network and any subnet mask. Any network, any subnet mask, go via 11.11.56.5. Enter. This one command is enough. And it will advertise every network. Now try to ping. You'll be able to ping. This is default routing. We are manually configuring for all destinations. 0.0.0.0 means any network. Again, 0.0.0.0 means any subnet mask. So it will take any network, any IP which is coming, it will just forward the packets. That is your default routing. But default routing is one problem. We are only giving it in the edge devices. What is edge devices? So R6 and R1 are the edge devices because that is the starting of the router, correct? So those are called edge devices. We are giving default routing only on the edge devices, not on center devices. For example, if I'm going to give on R4, what is the problem I have? So first I have to remove all the routes which I've given. These many routes. Copy. Paste. Oh, wait. Go to R4. Copy. Paste. And then you have other two networks which you added at last. This one also there, right? Copy. Oh, can't use copy. Yeah. Copy. This is your interview question. Okay. This is where they will identify you that you understand the concept or not. First, I'll remove everything. Okay.
And one is not,
Huh?
no, I think it's
Ah, good. Who said this? You. Good. Copy. R4, right? Paste. Enter. Now I removed every routing on your R4. Now I'm going to give default routing. Why we are not giving default routing? I'll show you. See, first arrange this 192 on one side and 190 this thing on other side. Cut. Paste. Cut. Paste. Okay. Done. 90, 90, 90, 90. Okay. So what we are going to give here, instead of this complete network, I'm going to say 0.0.0.0. 2 minutes. I'll explain this ongoing class. Yeah. So I'm going to give the any network, any subnet mask, correct? Any network, any subnet mask. So any data that has to go from R4 to this side, I'm giving IP route 0.0.0. Any subnet mask means 0.0.0.0. And instead of giving for this side, how it will go? Via 192.168.34.3. Correct? So this one command is enough for all these things. So I will remove all this. Okay. And then we have copy, paste. So for this side, it has to go. Then this one we have. Correct. So two commands. Copy. Go to R4. Paste it. Enter. One side for this side. Other networks are this side. So now I will ping. See the problem. 1.1.1.1. First packet is successful. Other packet has dropped. Again successful. Failed. Successful. I'll ping again. Dropped. Successful. Dropped. Successful. Again dropped. Now I'll ping 2.2.2.2. That is your R6. Okay. Loop back in your R6. Again what? You see, one is dropped, one is successful. Other one is failed. Again, other one is successful. Again, other one is failed. Why you get this problem? See, what in an interview they will give you this kind of topology. They'll give four or five routers. They'll simply ask, I'm going to configure default routing in this R3, and my packet is getting dropped, successful, dropped, successful. Why is the reason? They might ask you a question like this, or what will happen if I configure default routing in the middle device? Then you have to say one packet will drop, other will success, drop, success. They will ask what is the reason. So there you have to explain. See, what is default routing? We are giving routing for all destinations, correct? That means any network, any subnet mask go via 192.168.34.3. Again, we are saying any network, any subnet mask go via 22.22.45.5. Both, right? So when the packet is going from this side, it will get confused whether I have to go this way or this way. Because both the ways it will accept. Correct? Both the ways it will accept. So if it's going via this way, it will reach the destination. So it is getting success. So other packet is going via right side. There is no 1.1 on this side. So it is getting dropped. Packet will go because of the command. Any network, any subnet mask, 0.0.0. Okay. But it will get dropped because there is no destination there. So that's the other packet again, it will go via left side. Destination will be there. It will get success. The other packet will go this side on your right side and it will get dropped. So likewise, it will keep on happening. So that's the reason we don't configure default routing on your middle devices. Always we perform it on the edge devices. This is your interview question. Scenario based question. You can expect questions like this as of CCNA level. Okay. Any doubt on this online, guys?
No, sir.
No. So what you are going to do in the middle device? Only static routing. Here you can do IP route 0.0.0. Any network, again 0.0.0.0. Any subnet mask. And you can give 10.1.12.2 as the next hop. So every network, it will go via this way. That is fine. For R6 also you can give, but not for R2, R3, R4 and R5. You're going to give only static routing. But anyway, we are not using this default or static routing. We are using only dynamic routings. But for understanding purpose, you have to do it. Okay. But configuration level, default routing is simple. Just only one command. Okay. You understood why it is getting dropped and successful. Any doubt on this? Sure. Okay. So this much we have learned. So static routing and default routing. So today we'll wind up here. So tomorrow we'll have RIP version 1, RIP version 2, and then EIGRP. Those three things we'll see. Okay. So you'll have multiple, tasks I've given already. So if you can perform it today, well and good. If not, do it on Saturday and Sunday. So Monday, make sure you finish all your Telnet SSH, static default, and then what practicals you are seeing? R. Proxy ARP, if you want to do, you can do those practicals. Okay. So I'll end the meeting here, but your she wants to speak something, but don't disconnect. I'll end the meeting here.
Just want to